Talk about the verb pensar. Pensar followed by an infinitive. Anytime you have two verbs next to each other, you only conjugate the first one, and the second one's an infinitive. That means that it ends in AR, ER, or IR. So let's look at this verb pensar. When the verb pensar is followed by an infinitive, it means to think or to plan. So we're going to fill our blanks in right there on the top of page 5. Make sure we write those out. And now we're going to turn the page over to where we conjugated the verb pensar. So remember that pensar is a boot verb. It changes from E to IE on the yo, tu, el, and ellos form. So we call it a boot verb. And it'd be pienso, tú piensas, él piensa, nosotros pensamos, and ellos piensan. So this would mean like I plan, you plan, or this would mean I think and you think, he thinks. Okay, so this is the verb that would be followed by an infinitive. That's a word that ends in AR, ER, or IR. Let's turn it back over to the front of the page and let's write these two examples down. One of these is with a reflexive verb. I plan to go to bed early. Hopefully you have your green vocabulary sheet right there next to you so we can use it. Yo pienso acostarme temprano. Notice how the yo and the me, they match. Then he plans to visit the museum. Él piensa visitar el museo. Again, the verb pensar followed by a regular old verb. So we're going to do activity 5 where it says los planes de Tobal. And in this activity, we will state what Tobal plans to do. We will be using pensar plus infinitive, but the infinitive happens to be one of our reflexive verbs like acostarse. Okay, so acostarse in our example ended in yo and acostarse, okay, so acostarme. So you gotta, the infinitive won't change. It'll stay the same, but it's the reflexive pronoun se that will change to match the subject pronoun. So if your verb is in the nosotros form, we would write nos at the end of the reflexive verb. If it was the el form, we'd write a se. If it was the yo form, we'd write a me. For example, number 1 says, I plan to wash my hair. So we are going to conjugate pensar, and then we'll change lavarse to match it. So, yo pienso lavarme el pelo. So we plan to wash our hair. Again, there's no place to write this second one, okay? Just write the first one. But on the second one, if I said we plan to wash our hair, that'd be nosotros pensamos lavarnos el pelo. So the nos had to match nosotros. So hopefully you have your vocabulary sheet out, and so you'll have that ready for these sentences. Let's try number 2. So on number 2, it says, I plan to dry off. So I plan again, yo pienso, and if you look at the green sheet, let's find the word to dry off. So it was the verb secarse, so what do I change it to? Secarme. I plan to comb my hair. So again, we know the word for I plan, yo pienso, and look on your sheet for the verb to comb. Peinarme el pelo. Yo pienso peinarme el pelo. So now you will do 1 through 8. Pause the video so you can get this done. Welcome back. On the back of this page, we are going to be using the verb pensar again, followed by an infinitive. So on sentences 1 through 5, these are just going to be regular old infinitives, okay, that end in AR, ER, and IR. But on 6 through 10, we're going to have it be a reflexive verb. So hopefully you have your vocabulary page handy. So we're going to make that se match the first verb. So example number 1, I plan to go to the museum. So we know how to say I plan. So yo pienso, and what is to go? Ir al museo. Yo pienso ir al museo. Example number 6 says, I plan to wake up early. So again, I plan, so that's yo pienso. So look at your vocabulary page. What is the word for to wake up? Okay, so it's despertarse. So we got to change that despertarse to match I plan. So that would be yo pienso despertarme temprano. So you're going to keep going and you're going to do the rest of them. And you're going to finish out.